Welcome to Santorini, one of the most iconic and breathtaking islands of the Cyclades. This 4-day itinerary is designed for first-time visitors, offering a blend of must-see sites, cultural experiences, and opportunities to relax and soak in the stunning Aegean views. Welcome to Beyond the Empty Nest. My name is Catherine Brooks. I am a Greek-American dual citizen now, exploring as much of Greece as absolutely possible. So everyone, thanks for joining us on this video today. This is a quick video to explore a first-timer's itinerary to the island of Santorini. And stick around to the end because I have some very important tips for you to know when you travel to Greece in general and to Santorini. Let's talk about Santorini for first-timers today. Getting to Santorini, you have two main options for arriving in Santorini from Athens. By plane, Aegean Airlines and other carriers offer frequent flights from Athens International Airport to Santorini. Santorini has an airport, an international airport. The code is JTR. This is the quickest way to reach the island. And I must say, it is a very cool, incredible flight. You don't even go up very high, and you can see all the Aegean below and the islands you fly over. And when you come into Santorini, if they take you along the Caldera, it's breathtaking. The other way to get to Santorini from Athens is by ferry. Several ferry companies, including Hellenic Seaways and Blue Star Ferries, operate routes from the port of Paros near Athens to Santorini. You can easily book your ferry tickets in advance through platforms like Ferry Hopper, where you can also find schedules and compare prices. If you use my link to Ferry Hopper in the show notes below, that does help my show and support the show, because if you book, I do get a small commission. Now, where to stay in Santorini? You have some options. Santorini offers a variety of charming villages to base yourself in, each with its unique atmosphere. Oia, spelled O-I-A, famous for its iconic sunsets and luxurious cave hotels. Imerovigli, my personal favorite, known as the balcony to the Aegean, offering breathtaking Caldera views and a more tranquil ambiance. Fira, the bustling capital of Santorini, with a wide array of shops, restaurants, and nightlife. Or there's Kamari. Kamari is located on the eastern coast, and it is known for its black sand beach and more relaxed, family-friendly vibe. So let's go day by day for this incredible holiday vacation to Santorini. Upon arrival at Santorini Airport or the ferry port, you're going to transfer to your chosen accommodation. Oftentimes, the hotels will arrange the transportation for you. Just ask them if they do this. Every time I've been there, this was done for us. So after settling in, take some time to explore your surroundings. If you're there in the afternoon, depending on your arrival time, wander through the charming streets of your village. In Oia, explore the art galleries and boutiques. In Fira, browse the shops and enjoy the views from the main square. Imerovigli offers stunning walking paths with panoramic vistas. And if you're in Kamari, relax by the black sand beach. There's plenty of tavernas and sunbeds there. Now, if you're there arriving or you're still awake and alert in the evening, as the day approaches its end, prepare for Santorini's legendary sunset. Oia is the most famous spot, but it does get crowded, I must warn you, especially in peak season. But Imerovigli, where is my personal favorite, is the sunset views are absolutely to die for. They offer equally breathtaking views with fewer crowds. You want to find a good vantage point, perhaps at a restaurant or a quiet spot overlooking the Caldera, and witness the sky ablaze with color as the sun dips below the horizon. Now you're on day 2. You're going to explore the island's highlights. In the morning, head to Fira, the island's vibrant capital. Explore the narrow, winding streets, visit the Orthodox Metropolitan Cathedral, and take in the panoramic views of the Caldera. Consider a ride on the cable car down to the old port for a different perspective. In the afternoon, make your way to Parisia or Perivolis, famous for their black sand beaches. Relax on the sunbeds, take a swim in the Aegean Sea, or enjoy lunch at one of the beachfront tavernas. Optional for evening, if you're still raring to go, for a unique cultural experience, consider attending an immersive Greek wedding show, particularly if you are traveling with children. While I haven't personally experienced this myself, it is often recommended as an entertaining evening activity. Day 3, wine, history, and seaside dining. In the morning, embark on a wine tasting tour at one of Santorini's renowned wineries. The island is famous for its unique volcanic terrain, which produces distinctive wines like Akrotiri. Excuse my pronunciation. It isn't very good with my American accent. There's many tours offered for wine tasting, and with those tours, they offer the opportunity to sample different varieties and learn about the winemaking process. You can book these tours through platforms like Viator, and there is actually some suggestions in the notes below for you. I took a great wine tasting day with my 3 girlfriends, and we had so much fun. It was a private tour, very reasonably priced. We learned so much, we taste so much, and it was spectacular, in my opinion. Had a wonderful time. So if you're a wino, you know what I mean. If you enjoy wine and being educated about wine from different parts of the world, this is for you. Now, after you're done with your wine tasting, maybe take a nap, after a little wine. But in the afternoon, you can visit the archaeological site of Akrotiri, often referred to as the Pompeii of the Aegean. This ancient Minoan city was buried by a volcanic eruption around 1627 BC. 1627 BC, and offers fascinating insights into the island's history. So if my math is correct, that's 4,000-ish years ago. When we visited Santorini, we went to Akrotiri and we took the little tour. You can buy a ticket at the kiosk, and then there's these ladies that will do private tours for you, very reasonably priced. It's very interesting and amazing, the sophistication that these ancient Minoans had back that many thousands of years ago. So this offers fascinating insights into the island's history. In the evening, one of my other favorite things to do, head to Ammoudi Bay, a picturesque harbor located below Ia. We are going to dinner in Ammoudi Bay to the Fish Tavern. We just got Mr. Toad's Wild Ride again. Actually, this driver's actually really good.
So, sir, you look for the black one? Yes.
You tipped him, right? So just keep track.
Yes. Wait for me there. I'll find a way to come down.
Look how rough it is over here. This is going to be our ride tomorrow.
Oh my goodness. Tell me that's not what we're doing. No, morning's different than night.
Fish Tavern.
Morning won't be rough like this. This is ridiculous. Very, very.
Are you sure? Okay, you would know. Right here. This is the Ammoudi Fish Tavern right there. What time is it? Injustice. It's crazy. It almost looks fake. Like it looks like something they would have built at Disneyland,
You can walk across that way, though.
Right.
donkeys.
Enjoy a delicious dinner at one of the traditional fish tavernas lining the waterfront. You can choose from high-end establishments or smaller family-run places, all offering fresh seafood and stunning views. Be sure to try some classic Greek dishes like grilled fish, grilled octopus, moussaka, or souvlaki. Pair your meal with local Greek cocktails like ouzo or a refreshing Greek wine. Day 4. It's your last day on Santorini. Time flies when you're on vacation, doesn't it? So for the morning/afternoon, choose between a relaxing sunset cruise around the Caldera or an adventurous day sail or catamaran cruise. These options often include swimming stops in secluded coves, visits to volcanic hot springs, and breathtaking views of the island from the sea. Viator, again, is a good resource for booking these excursions, and I do have some of my favorite listed below in the notes. So maybe some options for the afternoon. Consider arranging a flying dress photo shoot. Now, I haven't done this personally, but I watched people having their photo shoot in their flying dress, and it is gorgeous. The backdrop, you in a beautiful gown. This has become a popular activity in Santorini, offering the chance to capture stunning and memorable photos against the most beautiful backdrop of the Caldera. Inquire with local photographers or your hotel for booking arrangements. Then late afternoon, evening, depending on your onward travels, head to the ferry port to catch a ferry to another Cycladic island like Naxos or Paros or Mykonos. I personally haven't been to Mykonos, but I absolutely love Paros and Naxos. Mykonos, if you are a party person, a young person, you want to be out dancing and drinking and beach parties, that's the place for you. For me, I personally enjoy Naxos with its family-friendly atmosphere and Paros, which is a little combination of both, in my opinion. Now, contact Ferry Hopper. You can get the Ferry Hopper app or book online, and you can manage your booking to which ferry you'd like to choose, which time it's operating, where you want to go. Again, link below to help support my show. So, before we end, I want to go over some very important tips for your trip. Number 1, book in advance, especially during peak season, which is July and August. It's highly recommended to book flights, ferries, and accommodations well in advance. Number 2, transportation. While Santorini has buses and taxis, renting a car or ATV can offer more flexibility for exploring the island at your own pace. Be aware that many rental cars have manual transmissions, so book in advance. I personally have not rented a car on Santorini. We have had our hotel and the local restaurants that we eat at arrange a car or a driver for us. They've been very accommodating with that, and it's been amazing. Stay hydrated. I'm a registered nurse. The nurse in me is going to tell you this. The Greek sun can be intense, especially in the summer. Drink plenty of bottled water, as tap water on the islands is generally not recommended for drinking, although the government does regulate how much they can sell bottled water for. So it's very reasonable at the local liquor stores, convenience stores, grocery stores. Another thing to keep in mind is to respect the local customs. You want to dress modestly when visiting churches and monasteries, covering your shoulders and knees. Be mindful of not flushing toilet paper in public restrooms. Use the provided bins. And also in your hotels, most of the time they request that you throw the toilet paper in the bin. And everybody sort of freaks out when they hear that at first, but believe me, it's not that big of a deal. Carry cash. While credit cards are widely accepted, it's always a good idea to have some cash on hand for smaller establishments or in more remote areas. I always kept cash for tips. They don't expect a 20% tip like they do here in the United States. You can leave €5 on the table, €2 depending what you feel is appropriate. They are much appreciated and they know that tips are for good service. They also are aware that Americans tip. So, although some people may tell you you don't have to tip in Greece, that's not actually true. They are aware that Americans tip and we tip for service. So they do try to provide you excellent service so that they can get a small tip. So, everyone, this itinerary provides a fantastic introduction to the beauty and charm of Santorini. Feel free to adjust it based on your interests and pace. Enjoy your first taste of this magical Greek island. I tell everyone, everybody should see Santorini at least once, and you will understand as soon as you're standing there looking over the Caldera. I'm Kathy Brooks, a Greek American exploring as much of Greece as absolutely possible. Stay safe and stay well, and I'll be back soon.